believe that we can develop a partnership. I'm here, first of all, to thank the social media platform. And I say thank you because, let's be honest, for those of us that risked our political career, risked our lives in facing an incumbent government, we have the numbers, we look good, everything was good, but let's be honest, without you guys being able to ensure on the election day, leading to election, that the true votes matter, I will not be here, either as APC government or as something. That is a fact. And I think even you guys don't appreciate how much role today this country owes in that change. Everybody comes from all over the world thanking us for making a good example in Africa, where the sitting government was removed by the election and it was smooth, there was no violence, but for those of us who saw the practical process of what happened, it would not have been possible. Because in those days, you remember years ago when they used to do elections, the only person that knew the result before everybody else was the chairman INEC. And everybody else was in dark, and we're just waiting for the chairman INEC to wake up and tell us what the result was. And chairman INEC would wake up, change it from 1 to 16, nobody knew. And whatever he announced was the result. And that's why the chairman INEC was so powerful. But what you guys did was, results were coming out real time. And you became the chairman INEC, because there was nothing the chairman INEC could do. If you called him and say, change the results, what result am I changing? The results is already on social media. And that was what made it possible for us to see the change that we have seen today. I'm emphasizing on this point because I think we sometimes leave the big issues and go over what I call smaller issues. This is a big issue. Because without social media platform, we would not have seen a change from a non-performing government to an opportunity for a government to perform. Where do we go from that? It means this whole issue of accountability, this whole issue of people being elected now being responsible is because there's somebody, or there is a group, or there is a platform that can make that happen. So I'm here to encourage that partnership, because without that partnership, the hope of accountability in our governance is not likely to happen. And I want to, part of the things in living away from here is, how do we continue to see that participation on the social media platform, not only in elections, but also in governance. And I'll go into that. My own view of where the role of the social media and continue is, the most important thing is accountability. That's level of participation. We've never seen it like this. And for those of us who are coming now, it's a difficult time. It's not that now it's worse than before, it's just that now everything is out there in the open. Now you can't get away with what you probably used to be able to get away 20, 30 years ago. I'm sure in about 30, 40 years ago when my dad was a senator, things they could get away with now, I know what they can get away with now. Same with governors. Same with so. We must understand that. And based on that, we must come to terms with it. And where I look at it is, if you guys played a role in us being able to kick out a government that does not perform, we can forgive you. Well, from my point of view, I can forgive you for everything else. Even if you do a blog and say that, you know, you just saw one house where I saw somebody was telling me there's a blog I have in Metama, and there are about 10 mistresses inside. And you know, you put me into trouble at home, but well, I'll take it as part of the sacrifice of doing this business. But the important thing is, we are more accountable now, whether we like it or not. Whether we don't like it, but it's good for our governance, good for our democracy. That's the truth. And we have to take, as you say, it's tough out there, but that is part, is making our democracy much better. If you look at even at the National Assembly today, whether we like it or not, for the first time, where we're doing budgets, we're engaging civil society organizations. We've never had what we call public hearing on budget. The budget comes from the executive, it comes to us, we call our committees, they're all senators, we talk to ministers, they're all part of government, at the end of the day, we pass it, and that's it. But for the first time, Civil societies, I think over 400 of them came in. And if you have seen the questions that they were, I had to, after about 1 hour, I found one excuse to leave the place and told somebody else to hold forth. The quality, even of the materials they were suggesting, was even better than even the analysis, I must say, of even those in the Senate, or even the Executive. There was one civil society called, I think, Budget IT. The quality of the analysis they were doing was very impressive. And to me, that is the way forward. That is the way forward. And I've promised that in 2017, we are going to start having public hearing on budget. And that's why we're asking the Senate to give us this budget early. So it's not just our committees. The committees will have the civil societies come with their own preparation because it helps us. Because sometimes some of the things, like when we talk about all this padding we're talking about, it's not that some of these things were not there before. But in the past, nobody will look, nobody will check the quality of review. But now, with a lot of our guys, most of you guys who are really playing your role, we have no choice but to take attention. And at the end of the day, you will find out that some of the comments and suggestions that we got from that civil society is going to be reflected in the budget. Because, for example, I think if you go through the budget, such a bulky thing, but here is some civil society that have condensed into 4 pages, and they'll tell you, go to page 6, you will see painting of a hospital in Abuja, 30 million. Painting of the same hospital in another page, 30 million. These are things that in the past, nobody will have seen them. So, I'm totally in support that these are the platforms I believe that participation brings in. And the only way we are getting this kind of participation is through the social media platform. And I think that's a good development.